because we are acknowledging who we are, what we are.
The name of this drum workshop that we're doing with some decision makers and managers with different parts of the cities and boundaries within the lower mainland of BC is called Adalosa, means friendship. This is a friendship medicine, Adalosa Onunkwat. So we're making friends and new friendships today by making drums. What I was told a long time ago is that when we are making friends and we're coming into new spaces, it's important for us to acknowledge who we are, to introduce ourselves with our name, where we come from, our backgrounds, and to say a little bit about who we are as a person, because it's, well, for one, a way to acknowledge, our differences, but also acknowledge the gifts that we bring. Today's group is to help bring decision makers within different levels of government and organizations to get a better idea of what reconciliation is, and more specifically, what is September 30th represent, Orange Shirt Day or TRC Day, Truth and Reconciliation. It's an opportunity for all these decision makers to come together and to be a part of the same movement. This movement of bringing all of our people together, regardless of our skin colors, regardless of our nations, regardless of where we come from in this world. We're humans first, and there are some things that we require as human beings to be here on this earth, and one of them is acceptance. And so to hear the participants in this group, in this drum workshop we're doing today, to hear that they're wanting the same thing, that they're wanting to become allies, that they are allies, that they're learning, and they're putting themselves in vulnerability, they're being vulnerable. We had a gentleman in there named Kent, and he said something very powerful. He said that he is a believer in truth and reconciliation, and now they are learning and they're open to becoming a participant in it as opposed to being an observer of it. And so it takes work, to be a part of a movement to change. And so I really commend these people who are here to being a part of this movement. The importance of the drum is it's a tangible representation of the lessons that we're learning in this group. So we're learning about residential school, we're learning about day school, we're learning about the orange shirt, Phyllis's story about her shirt, and we're learning about the hard stories, and experiences of people through this. And the drum is a representation. Here in British Columbia, I noticed that the drum is a representation of indigenous voices. It's what's used, and so the participants are learning to respect indigenous voices through building a drum and bringing it together, and they're learning to respect it because they're learning to understand it. Because Buffalo Heart Movement is about changing people's perceptions on racism and discrimination, and we're all learning to move forward, and the drums are the representation, the unifying representation of all human beings within Canada's boundaries and even around the world, because it represents, the cycle of life. It represents all the different people in all the different directions, and it represents all the different gifts that we have, and there's a whole lot more to the drum, and this is just some of it. It's a tangible representation of understanding.